Skeptical veteran here. Well, far be it from me to ever attempt to tell anybody how they're supposed to think or what they should think. That is for you to decide for yourself. However, one of the things that really annoys me is when people think things without thinking about why they think them. Does that make sense? For instance, right now we just had JD Vance grilling Vladimir Zelenskyy on diplomacy. Now, the point being that for somehow they think that Zelenskyy hasn't attempted to use any diplomacy. Never mind the diplomatic process and treaties and agreements that were in place after the invasion and overtake of Crimea, which I'm going to call it an invasion. If you research what happened in 2014, it is nothing short of a, shall we say, a soft war. Because people died even. So it's not even like you can say that it was a harmless procedure. But at any rate, now here it is. Russia invades Ukraine and we support them. We try to do what we can to live up to our agreement because we have the Budapest Memorandum where we told Ukraine, we don't like you having nuclear weapons after the Soviet Union dissolved. So you give us your nuclear weapons, we will protect you. We will back you up if Russia ever invades. Guess what? Russia invaded. We're backing them up. We're living up to our agreement. Now, we're telling them that Zelenskyy is a dictator. He's a hack. He's a, a failed comic. And calling into doubt everything about him. He's a horrible person. He's a corrupt leader. And then we're getting pissy because he's not thanking us for that. We literally just voted that Russia is the victim of this war, that Zelenskyy somehow is responsible for creating this war, and Vance wants him to sit down and take a knee and thank us for that. It's absurd. It's crazy. This war should never have happened. Putin should never have invaded Ukraine. The whole notion that Trump has, that this could have been ended in the first 2 weeks. Well, how would it have ended, President? Well, it would have ended by Zelenskyy saying, okay, well, you know what, you can have Ukraine. You can have the majority of Ukraine. You can have all of Ukraine. That is what Putin wants. And that is what Trump is basically negotiating, is how much of Ukraine can Putin keep and end this war, which is a disgusting stance. If somebody kicks in your front door and invades your home, you don't negotiate. You get to keep the garage, I get to keep the rest of the house. That's not how this works. And if that becomes normalized, that is how it works. If we sit here and say that, well, you know what? You can invade another country and you can keep as much as you can negotiate that you get to keep, then all it does is incentivize more invasions, more wars. Why are we doing this? So again, if I'm missing a point, if somebody sees some other aspect of this that I'm not seeing, please let me know, because it makes no sense to me. And this mentality we have is just staggering. So please, in the comments, shoot me a email, skepticalveteran@gmail.com. And as always, take care of yourself and fight to stay sane, because it's god awful hard these days.